So, Paul, to be crowned Haliburton as a superstar too soon?
No, he was born in the playoffs. Superstars are born in the playoffs. That's what we got to understand. And right before our eyes on this amazing playoff run, this Cinderella run that we've seen Indiana on and still is on, he's a superstar. I mean, come on. You don't just make multiple all-star games. Although he didn't make it this year, he had a down year in that department. He's on the Olympic team, for crying out loud. They don't just put anybody on the Olympic team. Come on now. I mean, and just don't any players make it to the finals without, having some type of superstar on the team. And regardless of what you think of Haliburton, he doesn't put up the gaudy numbers all the time. Remember, he's a pass-first guard. I can't even think of another pass-first guard that's in the league today. So when you look at his game, it's coming across quite unorthodox. Isn't that crazy that we call a pass-first guard of today's game unorthodox? Because most point guards are scoring point guards.
Yeah. So
it doesn't look all shiny and glistening and sexy his game all the time. But yes, he's a superstar without a doubt. I mean, this incredible run is going to be one for the ages. We're going to be talking about these iconic moments he was able to give us for a lot of years from now. There's superstars in the league today. I can't remember any of their playoff moments. But this run right here, I'm never going to forget the shot versus New York that hit the Statue of Liberty and came back down. The win one versus OKC on the road. What was the other one? Milwaukee or Cleveland?
Went by Giannis.
When he hit the shot and said, "Cleveland, this is for you," and knocked down the three after he missed the free. I mean, it's just so many iconic moments he's given us, and that's what superstars do. They give us these moments on the biggest stage, and he has delivered that for us.
Hey, the series is tied. They stole game one in OKC. I don't care how bad he played out throughout the game. He hit the clutch shot to steal the game, snatch their heart. What are we talking about? That's what was required of him, and he did what he needed to do. So he didn't have the biggest statistical game in game two. They're going back to Indiana now. They'll have game three at home, and we'll see what he does there. We got to pump the brakes. We're so reactionary. He's had unbelievable moments throughout this postseason within a matter of 2 days because he didn't repeat with a game-winning shot that now all of a sudden he's not a superstar. We got to relax a little, take a little deep breath. That game wasn't even that bad. We thought that the Thunder were going to respond to that game.
What do we define as a superstar, first and foremost? That's really what I want to know.
Superstar.
What is a...
I will tell you, a guy who not only makes the game look easy for himself, but makes it easier for those around him. A guy who not only gets his numbers, but gets numbers for all the other guys around him. For me, that is an elite player. You got plenty of guys who can score. You got plenty of guys who can do their various things and they get their numbers. It's the guys who get everybody their numbers along with theirs that I consider superstars.
Okay.
A superstar is somebody that captivates the crowd, somebody that gives us moments that it's hard for us to forget on the big stage. That's where superstars are born. And most of them are born in the playoffs. Some are given superstardom out the gate, a la Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, a la LeBron. But then others earn theirs, and Tyrese Haliburton has earned his superstar patch. Now, there's levels to superstardom.
I guess that's really what I'm trying to understand. Because there's levels to superstardom. So
yes,
for me, when I define, and look, I'm not hating. Okay, so let's not go there. Well, you hating on Haliburton? No, it's not it.
The voice.
Because that's what they sound like.
That's what they sound like.
Dude, you just hating on him, man. Shut up, man. You don't know nothing. So when I think about superstar, I'm thinking moving the needle left and right. I'm thinking Steph Curry, LeBron James, young Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Kevin Durant. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking some moments in the postseason and hitting a few shots because it's so early right now to say, oh, he's a superstar. Yeah. We've seen guys in the postseason have great postseason success, and then that's it.
Yep.
So it's just hard, Is he selling tennis shoes? How many commercials is he on?
Levels to it.
So maybe he's a superstar in terms of everything you're saying on the court.
Well, hold on. I haven't given my answer yet.
Oh, I thought
like
you just did.
I like what you're saying. No, you asked me the definition of a superstar.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry, I'm slow today.
Did we crown Haliburton as a superstar too soon? Yeah. Because as has been mentioned, there are levels to it.
Levels to it.
And he's had moments, and he's looked like a superstar at times.
On the rise.
Yes, but I think that our expectation is when you're a superstar, whether you're always delivering or not, you're always going to get it, or you're always trying to get it. And I think the reason that we're asking this question right now is because we were wondering, much like we did with Anthony Edwards in the previous series, wait a minute, if you're this level of player, why are we wondering where you are? Why are we not feeling your presence? Now, they're not going to hit every shot. A superstar doesn't make every play, doesn't have big numbers every game, but you feel their presence. You feel them trying to impose their will on the game. And I think that's why the question was raised. Now, he's 25 years old. He's playing against the best defense in the league. We're 2 games into the finals. I'm not going to take anything away from him as a result of these 2 games. But I was still I felt like he's a superstar in the making as opposed to an established superstar because of what he's done to this point. It's impressive what he's done. 25 years old, he leads the Indiana Pacers. Nobody had them in the finals this year. He's made big shots in every single series. He has the making of a superstar. But am I going to say that he's already stamped? I'm not ready to go there.
So is Ant-Man a superstar?
Don't things have to start somewhere?
And no, Jason Tatum's not a pure scorer.
Is Ant-Man a superstar?
No, he's not.
He's not?
No. He's not.
But see, Ant-Man's
already been labeled. He's already been anointed a superstar.
But his
not in my book.
But his is just Ant-Man's project on me different than Haliburton's. What I mean by that is because he's got some swag, he's got some snack, crackle, pop, he's got some stuff in him that
He's got a personality.
That's what I'm saying. He just got some stuff.
Doing the choke after hitting
I understand that,
almost game winner.
Yeah,
almost game winner.
Almost game winner.
But that ain't
kind of took away from it.
But that ain't natural to me. That's manufactured. He sat there and he looked at his locker, and they told him, "Oh, this is what Reggie did." Blah, blah. Opposed to what Ant-Man stuff it's just flow different.
Organic.
To me. Yeah, it's just organic to me. It's not like manufactured.
How could he plan on hitting a game winner?
No, hitting
but
a game
he was
winner.
planning on the celly. He said he was planning on the celly at some point.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I would be too.
See, this is why I didn't even want to have this conversation. Because it sounds like you hating on him.
Yeah.
But we not.
Listen, nobody's hating. This is what we get paid to do. It's our job.
It sounds like it,
This is
though.
what we have
That's
to do
all.
today.
Listen,
It just
half
sounds
the people can't even name the Pacers starting 5.
Fair.
And he's dragged them to the finals.
Fair.
You know,
It's a great accomplishment. But Paul, you just said it.
Don't things have to start somewhere?
It's more than just being a great player.
Can we just say this is the beginning of him being a superstar?
Yeah, that's what we said.
Yeah.
That's what we said. We said he's on his way.
But
he is
but
there.
on your way.
Superstar in the making.
You're still
Superstar
in the car.
Yeah, I think it's written in pencil.
He's ordered appetizers.
What's going to get him over the top?
Winning this
So
championship.
if he don't win this, he's not a superstar now.
It's hard, man.
No, I don't. It's not.
So if they don't win, he's not a superstar.
No, I'm saying if he doesn't win a championship, to me, it's still gonna be like, oh, he's a star. That's where I am with Ant. I think Ant's a star.
Gold medal. That's been on All-Star teams.
I got all of that.
Dragged this team to
Played
the
8.7
finals.
minutes.
It was in the Eastern
Averaged
Conference
8.7 minutes
last
on the
year.
Olympics.
Stop,
It was in the Eastern Conference Finals
Eastern
last
Conference
year.
Finals last year. He's 25 years old.
Yeah.
He's done more than most 25-year-olds have done in this short period of time.
I guess.
So he's like the Brock Purdy of
no, but
basketball.
when I think about superstar, though, Paul, I think when I say superstar, I'm just talking about guys at the top.
There's levels though.
I know,
because if we say
why we gotta say superstar? We can't just say a star.
All right, so we saying superstars, if you want to ask me, it's only 4 of them in the league.
Okay.
That's
Okay, who are
Like,
they?
if we talk about like
Man,
just like
I can't wait to
high
hear this.
level,
Yeah.
the 4 superstars.
Yeah, I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
Curry, LeBron, KD, and Giannis.
Okay.
I'll give you 5.
That's
I'll
it.
give you a 5th.
Jokic?
I'll give you a 5th.
Nope.
I'll give you
Jokic's not a
a 5th.
superstar.
Jokic.
And
I'll give
you asked me if Ant was a superstar, and when I said no, you looked at me all crazy.
I didn't say nothing.
You looked at me crazy.
I looked at you.
It's just like the superstar word is just like great to me.
So you just don't like using, you don't like super.
It's just it's.
You would say he's a star.
Oh,
Jason
100%.
Tatum's in there too.
100%.
Oh,
Jason
100%.
Tatum's in there. Superstar. Commercial, shoes, championship.
superstar.
Recognizable.
Tatum's a superstar.
Tatum's a superstar.
Recognizable.
Yeah, for
Kids
sure.
getting their hair cut
I
like
think it's
him.
I don't think everybody would consider Jason Tatum a
No,
superstar.
he's for sure.
No, he's a superstar.
That's crazy.
He's a
No,
superstar.
I'm saying I don't think everybody.
No,
considers,
everybody would consider him a superstar.
No, I don't think everybody considers Jason
Cut.
Who's not
Gotta talk
considering
about-
him a superstar?
Tatum. You named 4 guys,
5, it's
and then
5.
you went, "Oh, wait a minute,
Tatum.
I'm going to add Jason Tatum."
Because I already include him. That's like family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
know,
that's
like-
exactly
that's
my
like that
point.
automatically
That's
come with this.
That's exactly my
know what I'm
point.
saying?
Is I think there's a little home cooking there.
But Haliburton.
You can't put Tatum's accomplishments with those other 4
Why not?
Why not?
because
Let's
he
look
doesn't
at
have-
let's look
they
at all them guys I said at the age
They
of
all
26.
have multiple championships.
Let's look at 26 years old, all of them.
No. We're not doing that.
Why we
Don't
gotta
change
do
the
that?
rules. We're
Because
talking about where they are right
more
now.
years than him.
What?
They got more years. They got like 2 decades of play.
Okay, they are established, no
At
question.
26, he's done more than all of them.
Paul, you were so
this.
on it when you named the 4 because no one would ever debate any one of those 4 names. And then you throw in Jason Tatum, and now we go,
I would say Tatum's a superstar. Because
Yeah, for
again, it's a signature. Okay,
well, what's the difference between Tatum and Jokic?
First and foremost, he has a signature shoe. Let's start there. Don't give me the eye roll. Don't do that. He has a signature
Ant
shoe.
has a signature shoe.
And that's why Ant is a superstar.
No, he is not.
Yeah, he is.
He
There's
is.
levels to this, though. There's certain levels.
I've lost control.
There's levels to this.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
That makes no
I don't know where to take it.
sense.
Game 3
You
is
just
tomorrow
gave me-
night in Indiana. So, Key, who needs to win more, the Thunder or the Pacers?
I would say the Pacers. And I said this the other day, or maybe it was yesterday, or whatever day it was. You gotta win home, and that's why it's important. They can't afford to lose one of these 2 home games to OKC. They've gotta take care of business at home, and if they don't, then it's gonna be a long road ahead. That's just the way it's gonna be. So I think it's the Pacers.
I think it's Pacers.
After that conversation, I'm not even sure who's in the NBA Finals right now. God.
Superstar Tyler Haliburton won,
Oh,
and superstar Shea Gilgeous.
the Oklahoma City Thunder have to win Game 3 because, one, otherwise they're in the same position that every other team that the Indiana Pacers have played to this point in the playoffs found themselves, which was down 2-1 with another game in Indiana. And that obviously did not go well for them. Oklahoma City also has not lost 2 games in a row in these playoffs. So all of that would be trending in directions that the Oklahoma City Thunder have not experienced. And let's face it, the Oklahoma City Thunder are not supposed to be in the position they're in right now. They're not supposed to be 1-1. Being down 2-1 after 3 games with another game in Indiana, they're Oklahoma City as exceptional as they've been, as successful as they've been this year, this is still new territory for them in the finals. And to find themselves down 2-1 after being branded the overwhelming favorites going in, that's a place that they cannot afford.
Yep, all the pressure's on the Thunder, 100%, because a lot of people view them as kind of like a front-running team. They always got the lead. They always comfortable. You got to make them uncomfortable, and if they lose Game 3, it's going to put them in an uncomfortable situation. Now, they lost 1 game versus Denver in that series in the second round where it put them at 1-1. I believe they won Game 3, right?
Correct.
So they never was in that 2-1 hole with another game on the road, like you said, Rick. So I truly believe that all the pressure is on the Thunder, hands down. As great as the Pacers have been at home, the Thunder can win on the road, but they're only 4-3.
Yep.
They're 4-3 on the road, so they're a little vulnerable. I've seen them get blown out by 40 versus Minnesota on the road. So I know that Indiana, when I told you today at practice, they like, guys, the ball is in our court. We can put a stranglehold on this series, and we can create doubt. And that's what you want to do. You want to create doubt, and nobody has created that for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's like I said, they've been in the front running the whole time. I mean, everything's looked easy for them. Even in this series, they've been up, like, what did you say, Joy? They've been how many minutes they've been up? Out of 96?
All but like 5.
All but 5 minutes? That's comfortable. If they win, they lose game 3 in Indiana, it's going to make them a little more uncomfortable because now, and you got to play again in Indiana.
Yep.
They're going to be congregating at Steak and Shake if they lose this game.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.